This is the Reolink Trackmix, and this is the battery version. It has two lenses and it definitely has tracking.
Hello guys, LifeHackster here. Today we are going to check and review the battery version of the Reolink Trackmix. I reviewed their PoE or Power over Ethernet and their Wi-Fi versions a while back, and I will link it down below if you haven't seen it yet, and you can check it out after you watch this video. I'll make a separate video comparing these three models, but one thing to note, and this applies to any security cameras that are battery powered. Wired or plug-in cameras will always outperform battery powered ones, and I'll talk more about it when I make that video. It just means if you have a way to run cables either for power or Ethernet, always go with wired. The main and probably the only reason to go with battery-powered security cameras is the flexibility of where you can install it. Let's check out its features. This camera has two lenses, a wide one with a 96-degree horizontal and 55-degree vertical field of view, and a narrow or zoomed-in lens with a 38-degree horizontal and 21-degree vertical field of view. On the app, you can see the two views in one screen. It is a pan and tilt camera with a 355-degree pan and 90-degree tilt, and it has motion tracking, which it can track persons, vehicles, and or pets. Aside from tracking, the zoomed lens also has what Reolink calls hybrid zoom, which is a combination of optical and digital zoom from the two lenses. It records in 2K quality 2560 by 1440 pixel resolution on the wide lens and 1080p on the zoomed one, and both at 15 frames per second. It has smart detection, persons, pets, and vehicles, and with two-way talk. It has a spotlight for color night vision and also the traditional infrared night vision. It has a built-in rechargeable battery, 7.2 volts and 5100 mAh capacity. And with all the battery hugging features of this camera, it is highly recommended to hook this up with a solar panel. There's a caveat to this, which I'll talk about later in the video. This camera connects to both 2.4 and 5 GHz Wi-Fi. It is an outdoor camera, so it is weather resistant. And for storage, it records to a micro SD card inserted in the camera itself, and is compatible to up to 128GB card. There is also a recording to the cloud option, but you will not be able to connect this to Reolink's NVR. It is the same thing with all battery-powered Reolink cameras. And it works with both Google and Amazon Screen devices. Opening the box, we have some paperwork. We have the operational instructions. We have a window sticker, we have a mounting template, ceiling or wall install, and we have the Trackmix itself, which design and build wise is the same as the wired versions. This part is metal, the main camera part is also metal. The sides are hard plastic, and the same thing with the mount and the top. We have the two MIMO antennas, we have the two lenses, we have the spotlight and two infrared LEDs, light sensor right here. And we have the PIR motion sensor, which is one of the differences from the wired ones. On the bottom is a screwed-in cover covering the micro SD card slot. Turning the camera around, you will see the speaker. And there is a wire on the back, which has a USB-C port. So this camera uses USB-C to charge, which means as for solar panels, it will need a new panel from Reolink that has USB-C, which is not available yet at time of filming. But it will be a 6-watt, 6-volt one. At this time, this will not work with older Reolink micro USB panels unless there's some adapter. And how this is designed with the cable dangling, this is really designed to have a solar panel. In the FAQ page for this camera, Reolink states that the battery will normally last from 1 to 4 weeks only per charge. And we have another screwed-in covered area, which houses the on and off switch and the reset switch. Setting this up is pretty easy. First, insert a microSD card. Turn on the camera, open up the Reolink app, click the plus sign on the upper right corner. Scan the QR code, which is on the top part of the camera. Click Wi-Fi not configured. Type in your Wi-Fi's password, which it will generate a QR code which you need to show the camera. Create a device password, and it should now be added onto the app. Let's install this. You can also install this in a wall, but I'll install this in the ceiling for this setup. Using the template, screw in the first two screws, not all the way, so that you can hook and hang the camera. Then secure it with the other two screws. You will see that this cable is just dangling and the port doesn't have a cover, which Reolink should have done, but it just shows that this camera needs to be hooked up with a solar panel. Let's check out some settings in the app. When you open up the app, you will see a snapshot with a not connected icon on it. In here, you can also turn on and off the motion sensor. And when you click on the thumbnail, it will open up the live view, which loads up decently quick. On the top, you can activate the siren, turn on the spotlight, which will turn the live view in full color. And the bottom here, you can start two-way talk, which is full duplex. PTZ is to control the camera movement. You have the joystick where you can pan and tilt the camera and you can adjust its speed. If you click this is the settings for the monitor or the home position of the camera. Like return to the monitor point, which will go back to your set home position, which you can set it from here. And also change the time when it will go back to the home position. Then we have the preset points. So let's say we'll go back to the joystick control and move the camera to my shed. Then click the preset icon. And you can add this and I'll name it shed. So aside from the home position, you can set other points where you can easily move the camera to any set position that you program. We have playback, which you will see the recorded footage and you can sort it out to person, vehicle, or pets. And when you click on it, it will show the footage and this is where you can download it. Clicking the gear icon, you will get you to the camera setting. First, the battery level. So first 3 days of using this, from 100, it is now 88%. I'll just show you the video quality, 2560 by 1440 and a max of 15 FPS. And we have the PIR sensor and where you can adjust the sensitivity. And on detection alarm, you can set detection zones. And you can also adjust the sensitivity of the AI detection, person, vehicle, and pets separately. And this is also where you can turn on tracking, which you can pick which you want to track or all of them. Then we have other tracking settings. Time to do some testing. This is the video and audio quality of the Reolink Trackmix, and this is the battery version. Video clarity test at 10 feet. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And test. So this is the video quality of the battery Trackmix at night. And this one is spotlight turned on. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet. 15. 20. 25. 30. 35. This is the video quality of the Reolink Trackmix, the battery version at night, and this with its two infrared LEDs. And this is what it looks like at 10 feet, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. We are going to test the motion alert notification speed for the battery version of the Reolink Trackmix. And I'm on my LTE connection and it is 1051. So let's check it out. The battery versions of Reolink has a little bit delay in the notification. Yep, there you go, not bad. So when you click and hold, there's no rich notifications, and when you click on it, it should get you to live view. There you go. Alright, 10:52. It just turned to 10:53, so it's been less than a minute. So let's see what the notification cool off of the battery version of the Reolink Trackmix. Currently there's no option. Yeah, it's good, less than a minute. Currently there's no option to the notification interval. You can't change this on the app. We are going to test the maximum detection distance of the Trackmix battery, and it uses a PIR motion sensor, so it's gonna be a little bit limited. So we'll see. I've set the sensitivity as to motion detection to 100% or 100 level, and the person detection to 100 also, so it's max sensitivity on both.
This is 40 feet. And there's a delay in notification, so. And then we'll just go around here. Oh yeah, I got detected. Cool. Cool, 40 feet. Because the Trackmix has a battery, so let's test how soon it will record when the motion is going towards the camera. See how sensitive its PIR sensor is. Oh yeah, it's recording and tracking me already. Cool. There you go.
This is the audio quality coming out from Reolink Trackmix, the battery version. This is the audio quality coming out from Reolink Trackmix, the battery version.
Overall, this battery-powered Trackmix performed pretty well, and I like that Reolink didn't limit its features because it is battery-powered. This is probably the only battery-powered camera that has motion tracking, and with all these features, translates to faster battery drain, and it is highly recommended and probably a must to hook this up to a solar panel. For the battery category of Wi-Fi cameras, this Reolink Trackmix definitely stands out. And because of a metal body, this is probably also the heaviest battery-powered camera made. You'll be seeing more of this camera in my future videos when I compare it to other brands. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.